Okay, yeah, we're good.
My name is Jeffrey Skemp. I'm a poet and a performer and a photographer that lives in Minneapolis. The poem I'm going to do is called The Water Horse. Sometimes I see things, beautiful things and awful things, and sometimes I see things, beautiful things and awful things, and sometimes I'm walking and I don't know, do I have a home? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I tell you, the Great Lakes is a horse. Thunder Bay its ass, Owen Sound its ear. Perhaps you've seen it, and if not, then you've felt it, for even if it quivers, inland the air for miles and miles coolly shifts. I know this because years ago on its shores, myself and my crew, we used to be seed makers, all that learned from the ones before. Sometimes I see things, beautiful things and awful things, and sometimes I see things, beautiful things and awful things, and sometimes I'm walking and I don't know, do I have a home? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And as we were trained, we kept our perfect machine finely tuned. It had a mineral wheel down on its side and a windmill to spin it. Higher yet, a mirror to reflect just enough sun into the spin and hum of it. And then from the lakes a slight wind, and that old machine would begin to spin, sparkle and sigh. And me and my crew, we made seeds. Sometimes I see things, beautiful things and awful things, and sometimes I see things, beautiful things and awful things, and sometimes I'm walking and I don't know, do I have a home? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. When ready, we carefully pluck these seeds from the wheel, cupped them in two hands, plunged them deep into the ground, and quietly we waited, and the ground, it shook like dynamite. Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen the water horse rise to its feet? Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen the water horse rise to its feet? Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen the water horse rise to its feet?
Fantastic. Could you just speak for a moment about something you'd like to see, some positive change in the universe?
One of the reasons I chose this poem was because I was going out to eat in Stadium Village to a Vietnamese restaurant, and there was a man standing right by the door, and I said hello, and we started to have this conversation, and it was this brilliantly hot day, and he seemed fine, and he was just standing there, and he wanted to talk, and we started having this conversation, and he told me the story about the water horse, and I'm not sure what type of mental illness he had, but it was this really powerful experience, and it just made me think of how we need to take care of those types of people, because they're amazing, and you know, they a lot of times they can take care of themselves, and sometimes they can't. But for mental illness, it's very complicated, and it brings me to the healthcare issue here, which is a huge flaw, at least here in the United States. And I think that once we would stop making money off the sick, everyone here would feel a lot better. So, thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Sure.